Hi all, welcome to Math Wizard. Today I'm here with an important topic for grade 10 students. Actually, this topic starts from grade 8 itself. So hope this video will be helpful for grade 8 and 9 students also. The topic is arithmetic progression. It is a wide topic, so I will explain this topic in 2 or 3 videos. Most of the students feels this topic as very hard, but nothing to worry. I'm sure if you watch all my videos, you can solve almost all problems of AP. So keep on watching all my videos. So let's go to the topic. Today I'm going to explain some basic parts of arithmetic progression, like the general formula of AP, terms of AP, nth term of an AP, and some easy tricks and tips to solve problems of AP. So let's start. First of all, what is an arithmetic progression or AP? An AP is a sequence of numbers such that the difference between the consecutive numbers or terms is constant. For example, the sequence 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. is an AP with a common difference 2. In general, an AP is represented as A1, A2, A3, A4, etc. AN with a common difference D. Here the difference between A2 and A1, A3 and A2, A4 and A3 are the same, which is D. So we can represent all the terms in terms of D. Means we can represent A2 as A1 plus D, right? A3 equals A2 plus D, A4 equals A3 plus D, and so on, and A7 which is equals A6 plus D. If the first term of NAP A1 is A, then A2 equals A1 plus D, which means A plus D, right? And A3 equals A2 plus D. You know A2 equals A plus D, so A plus 2D. And same way we can write A7 equals A6 plus D, so we can rewrite it as A plus 6D, right? So we can generalize it as the nth term of NAP AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. This is an important equation of AP. So you should note down this equation and you should remember this equation every time. Okay. Now let's check some examples. Get a paper and pen and try to solve the problems along with me. Question number 1. The series 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, etc. is an AP. Then find the 16th term. Here the first term is 3 and the common difference we can understand it is 2. We have to find the 16th term, so n is 16. Okay, so we know an, the nth term, is equals A plus N minus 1 into T. So A16 equals A is 3 plus N minus 1 means 16 minus 1, which is 15, multiplied by D is 2. So it is equals 3 plus 30, which is 33. Easy, right? Okay, go to another question. If 7th term of an AP is 28 and 9th term of AP is 34, find the 63rd term. Here the 7th term, which is A7 equals 28 and A9 equals 34, and you have to find A63, right? We know AN equals A plus N minus 1 into D. For this we have to find we have to know A and D, but it's not given. So first we need to find A and D. We know A9 is A plus 8D, right, which is 34, and A7 is A plus 6D, which is 28. So A9 minus A7, which is equals A and A are cancelled, so 8D minus 6D, which is equals 2D, is equals 6. So D equals 3. Apply this value of D in any of these two terms. So A7 equals A plus 6D. So A7 is 28, so 28 equals A plus 6 into 3. So A equals 28 minus 18, which is 10. Now we can find A63, which is equals A is 10, right? So 10 plus n minus 1 is 63 minus 1, 62. So it's multiplied by D, which is 3. So the answer is 10 plus 3 multiplied by 62, which is 196. Okay. These examples are easy to solve, right? Now let's check another example. Prove that the progression given below is NAP. Find the next term. The progression is given, which is root 18, then square root of 50 and square root of 98. Here the first question is to prove the sequence is NAP. How do you prove it? Yes, first find the common difference, and if the common difference is a constant, we can say this sequence is NAP, right? So let's check the common difference. But before doing this, finding this difference, we can just simplify this series as square root of 18 means square root of 9 multiplied by 2, right? So we can rewrite it as just take 9 out of the square root. So we can just rewrite it as 3 root 2. Same way 50, we can rewrite 50 as 25 multiplied by 2. So just take 25 outside. So it become 5 root 2. And 98 is 49 multiplied by 2. So we can just take out 49 out of the square root. So it become 7 root 2. Now let's check the difference. So the first two terms we can just subtract 5 root 2 minus 3 root 2, which is equals 5 minus 3 is 2, right? And root 2 is common, so the answer D is 2 root 2. Then let's check the other two terms, which is 7 root 2 minus 5 root 2, which is also equals 7 minus 5 is 2, right? And root 2 is common, so the answer is 2 root 2. Both the difference is same, so we can just say the given sequence is NAP. Hence proved. Now go to the second question. What is the second question? Find the next term of AP. Now it is easy because we know the last term, which is 7 root 2, and we know the common difference, which is 2 root 2. So that next term is 7 root 2 plus 2 root 2. 7 plus 2 is 9 and root 2 is common, so 9 root 2. Now if you want to convert this 7 root 2 into the same as the question, so just take the 9 inside the square root, so it become root of 9 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 2. It become 81 multiplied by 2. So the answer is square root 162. So the next term of the given AP is square root of 162, right? You can try more questions like this, and if you have any doubts, you can just place a comment in my comment box so that I can help you. Now I will give some important points to note down from today's lesson. First one is the general formula of an AP is A plus D, A plus 2D, and A plus 3D, etc. And another point is, if ABC are consecutive terms of an AP, then B minus A equals C minus B. Or we can write 2B equals A plus C, and B is the arithmetic mean of A and C, which means A plus C by 2. Okay, you can solve if this type of questions are given, you can solve using this. Next, if 3 terms are in AP, then we can assume these 3 terms as A minus D, A plus D. If 4 terms are given are in AP, then assume it as A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D, and A plus 3D, so that it will be easy for you to solve. The next, a given list of number A1, A2, A3, etc. is an AP if the difference a2 minus a1, a3 minus a2, a4 minus a3, etc. are same. Next one is total number of terms n of an AP equals the last term minus first term whole divided by d plus 1, or simply we can write an minus a1 divided by d plus 1. These are the important points to remember. Always remember these points. It will help you to solve all the problems of AP. We will solve more questions in our next classes, and also we have to discuss more topics like sum of n terms and some more topics. So keep watching my videos, subscribe to get the notification of my next videos. If you think these videos are helpful for you, then please like and share my videos. Thank you for watching and see you in my next class. Bye bye.